Hello, Mouseketeers. Welcome to the Disneyland Beat, where our toes tap to a Disneyland drum.
And we always whistle while we work.
Well, 2021 is here. Today, we talk trials and tribulations, openings and closings for Disney parks, and when that might happen.
Annual passes and what might be coming next with Disneyland memberships.
You can come with us to visit Downtown Disney and Buena Vista Street to see the latest merch and crowds.
We check in on what's new at the Walt Disney World resorts and more.
Like, subscribe, and stick around.
Well, 2021 has started off kind of rough, but we can turn this thing around. First things first, things are basically still status quo at Disneyland. Downtown Disney and Buena Vista Street are open for shopping, and the ban prohibiting dining on site has not been lifted.
It is understandable. This has been a difficult month for California's healthcare system, and especially its heroic workers. And we hope, though we have this new variant to deal with, that this is the beginning of the end of this pandemic. The state has accelerated its rollout of the vaccine and, according to COVID websites, hopes to have it available to everybody in the state by the end of summer.
Disneyland is participating in the effort and has become the location of a super vaccination site for Orange County. We hope everyone gets in line when it's their time. Downtown Disney and DCA are still fun places to be, and we will make a visit there later in the video, so stay tuned.
In other news, Disney found a word that makes the cancellation of something seem romantic: sunsetting. Of course, we are referring to the ending of the annual pass program. This particular program started in 1984, and if you can believe it, sold passes for $65. Last year, a pass with similar access would have cost over $1,000.
Nonetheless, the Signature Pass made going to the park every week more or less affordable for those who can day trip it, and the Flex Pass did the same thing for those making slightly less frequent visits. But it should come back. Disneyland just needed a clean slate, so we're all waiting to see what the new membership offerings will be.
We predict there will be one major change to the new memberships. Reservations will be required. We don't think until the park is at 100% capacity there will be a membership available to the public that allows you to just drop by. There will probably be somewhat pricier memberships that require prior notice to hold a date, like maybe you have to give notice a week or two out to get the date, but if you do, it's guaranteed.
And we think there will be a more affordable option, operating kind of like the Flex Pass did on reservation-required dates, but with a lottery for the dates you want, no guarantees until you book it. It brings everything a lot closer to how Walt Disney World operates.
Both Universal and Knott's have thrown some shade at Disneyland for the move. Universal noted that they take care of their pass holders, and Knott's extended their annual pass holders' dates a full year.
We have a lot to look forward to at the parks, and a lot of lost time to make up for with each other. We're just not worried about the parks going anywhere. It will take some time, but we will get past this pandemic.
Disney has confirmed that Avengers Campus will open this year, and we are all looking forward to riding a new attraction, seeing a new magic show, and checking out a new dining location inside DCA. We have refurbs and construction all over Disneyland to check out, including Snow White's Enchanted Wish, the Haunted Mansion, and more.
And we have to get in so we can start getting regular construction updates again. Oh, I miss those. On Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, and see the new entrance to Frontierland, and more.
And this just in, Downtown Disney is using the Rainforest Cafe to be a new Star Wars trading post. Now, this idea might stick around for a while. The temple-like theming of the Rainforest Cafe is really perfect for this. And this does mean the underground gallery is reopening. Yay!
So come on, let's get as close as we can to Disneyland with our on-the-scene reporter Damien from the Damien Does Disney YouTube channel. He's going to take us around Downtown Disney and Buena Vista Street.
Damien, take it away!
Hey there, Disneyland Beat. Hey there, Mouseketeers. It's January. Happy New Year to you guys. Well, we're here at Downtown Disney, and unfortunately the parks are still closed. But however, Downtown Disney is still open. But there are a few stores that have closed. I'm going to show you guys which stores those are. However, we're going to take a walk around, stroll down Downtown Disney and see what's still open. And of course, we're going to take a look in the world of Disney and check out some of the cool, amazing merch. The Lego store is busy and hopping and jumping. Wow, that's one of the busiest stores here. The crowds are pretty steady still, despite a lot of restaurants still being closed. People still want that Disney magic. However, like I said before, there are a few other stores that have closed since I last talked to you guys in December. We're going to take a look and see which stores those are. As you can see, I guess the Asian food or Asian fusion truck is gone. that's one of the little businesses, the food businesses that took a hit right now, unfortunately, during the pandemic. So hopefully they will come back. Now, this is right in front of where the old Rainforest Cafe used to be. Another casualty due to the pandemic is Sprinkles Cupcakes here at Downtown Disney. Unfortunately, it is closed. Now, we do not know when Sprinkles Cupcakes will reopen here at Downtown Disney. All right, Mouseketeers, we're about to take a look at what's new here in the world of Disney as far as new merchandise for the month of January. With that being said, folks, let's go. As you can see, we're over here at DCA on Buena Vista Street. All right, Mouseketeers, we are outside here at DCA, outside of the Stage 17 store here at Disney's California Adventure. We're going to check out some of the new merchandise they have here for 2021. Wow, that was some cool merch, wasn't that, Mouseketeers? Now, even though the magic has changed a little bit here at Downtown Disney, the magic is still here. If you guys still want some of that Disney magic, feel free to check out my channel, Damien Does Disney. Hey, as a matter of fact, I'll be going to Walt Disney World in March for a whole week, March 7th to the 13th to be exact. So go ahead and subscribe to my channel and follow me on my journey over there. In the meantime, folks, Mouseketeers, see you guys next time. And now back to you guys, Disneyland Beats.
Thanks so much, Damien. Take care. We always have a great time with you. It's nice to check in and be assured that Disneyland is still Disneyland.
And we're still learning little things about the history of the park. The Haunted Mansion has a little room on the second level that was used as a schoolhouse, at least for Donny Osmond, who had homeschool there during a week-long filming stint in the 1970s. He told all in a recent interview.
Still, we know it would be naive to not recognize that things have come to fruition with this pandemic that have changed and reshaped Disney. Since Disneyland has closed, the stock has risen 80% due to the huge success of Disney Plus and its other streaming platforms. The parks are an even smaller part of a larger than ever before company. But it's not the first move of this type for the company, and the parks have continued to flourish.
And there is no doubt that we are still on the tail end of one of the most expansive periods of growth at Disney parks around the world. Galaxy's Edge and Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway are the first new big budget rides in Disneyland proper for some time, and the first to not simply replace something else in decades.
And if Disney continues and manages to follow through with Phase 3 of the Avengers Campus and builds the Quinjet experience, well, wow, we could have a ride here that is the next generation of the Flight of Passage in California.
Over at Orlando, a lot has been happening at Walt Disney World. Though we understand why, the difference between Walt Disney World and Disneyland continues to feel surreal. Recently, with the opening of Gideon's Bakehouse at Disney Springs, guests waited 11 hours in a huge line to get cookies. This was probably some crowds held over from the holidays, but it has been rumored that the parks have moved from 35 to 40% capacity, and they really do look like they're getting quite a bit busier. Confidence in the park seems to be returning.
Walt Disney World has a lot of new stuff to boast. The ambitious plans for Epcot may have been scaled back, but they're getting really close to opening the Ratatouille ride and the France Pavilion, not to mention the new Evening Spectacular Harmonious with its huge barges, and those are going to be fountains during the day, guys. They're actually going to be out there all the time. And the new themed restaurant, Space 20, it's all just at Epcot. And then Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind Coaster, the biggest budget project on the list at Epcot, is continuing construction and should open in 2022.
And Epcot is not the only park getting major additions at Walt Disney World. The Galactic Star Cruiser Star Wars themed hotel is scheduled to open this year, despite delays. There is a new dining location coming to Toy Story Land, and the Cirque du Soleil show Drawn to Life was days away from opening when the pandemic hit. So we hope to see that open in 2021 too. And of course, the Tron Light Cycle Run coaster is under construction and is supposed to open in 2022.
There are a few changes at Walt Disney World that might be predictors of the kinds of changes we could expect at Disneyland. They both changed and shortened the early entry hours into the park that are a perk of staying at a Disney hotel. Instead of rotating early access from park to park, guests can now choose which park they would like early entry to. However, the time has been reduced, usually to 30 minutes, which is still a leg up on the day, but not the glorious hour it has been.
Disney World also canceled the Magical Express program that provided a free shuttle from the airport to the parks in Orlando. This service doesn't exist for free at Disneyland, but we do think it's a sign that the park is evaluating its services and will end programs that are deemed too costly, even if they are popular.
Despite these changes, Disneyland will still be Disneyland when it reopens. Anything is possible, but we think Disneyland is for forever. It's the source of all the Disney park magic. It's planted by Walt Disney himself with his original Imagineers.
We're hoping it will open up the attractions at least by summer. We were hoping that Disneyland could open by March, but that might be more that it's kind of hard to imagine the park being closed for more than a year, but that might be the case.
As we said earlier, California is hoping to have vaccinations distributed by the end of the summer, but we still need to get going in the right trajectory and get Downtown Disney fully open again. And we think it's all going to happen bit by bit.
Disney Plus has started to roll out new content, most notably with the new Marvel series, WandaVision. If you need to catch up, just watch the short specials in Marvel Legends designed to help you do that. The series is unlike anything I think I've ever seen. At least the initial episodes have a really ominous and mysterious feel to their light comedy stylings. We can't wait to find out just what is going on.
And Pixar's Soul drops since our last month news wrap-up, and we just loved it. If you haven't seen it, spoiler alert, but somehow the fact that Joe becomes a cat never crossed our mind. It was a totally unexpected twist for us. We just loved it. We found the movie beautiful, funny, and touching. And with a wonderful message of Carpe Diem, seize the day, everybody.
Go do some jazzing, find your spark, and get into the zone.
Live every minute of your life.
See you real soon, Mouseketeers.
See you real soon.